Tarkov corrupted my view on what an extraction shooter could be. I always liked the idea of an extraction shooter, but when trying to get into it, I always felt so left behind, majorly outgeared, or most of all, it just felt way too complicated. And I really didn't want to have a part-time job learning the ins and outs of it. My problems with Tarkov could really be summed up as skill issues. Or I don't have enough knowledge over the controls, the map, the items, the weapons, the gear, the ammo types. I am not trash at shooter games by any means, but when I try to get into Tarkov, it just feels like it's too much. It seems like everyone that currently plays Tarkov knows the ins and outs like the back of their hand. Their map knowledge is ridiculous. They know exactly where to sit and at what time to sit at. There are so many times where I've loaded into the map, walked down the street, and gotten one-tapped. Like, bro, please, let me just at least loot one trunk in this bitch. Most extraction games I've tried seem like just really hardcore games that take a lot of attention to keep up with everybody else. They all really just seem like sim games to me. And mind you, I like military sim games. The amount of time that I have inside a squad is ungodly. Then the PvE aspects of these games just really aren't that fun either. NPCs either beam your ass down like they're American Sniper, or they're just really dumb, and not really much in between. The longest I was able to keep up with one of these games was when Dark and Darker released. The fantasy aspect was a unique twist that I haven't really seen before in this genre, but eventually I moved on from that too. Mind you, I'm not trying to dog out Tarkov here by any means. I like Tarkov. I think it's a good game. Watching someone that actually knows the ins and outs of the systems, it's really fun. But for me personally, it's just too much. But now, after the server slam ended for Arc Raiders, I think I finally found the right extraction game for me. There's a couple reasons why I think Arc Raiders will finally be able to get me into this genre. Starting off with the Arc NPCs. When playing the server slam, these enemies feel more unique than other games in this genre. The main enemy we all were fighting during the server slam was obviously those flying drones. And while at first I was getting dogged out by them, I quickly realized their weak points. Having to shoot their motors while watching them spin down and crash to the ground, or just to throw off their aiming, was really fun. Not only that, but they don't immediately crash out after shooting one or even two of the motors. They still sit up in the air trying to keep their balance, and sometimes it works, or other times they end up spinning out still shooting. Or those crazy ass sleepers that'll literally jump across the whole map just to kill you. Seeing that for the first time was insane. I really like how with these enemies, instead of having a health bar, you can literally see the pieces fall off of them, or even catching parts of them on fire. It's intuitive for the player to understand where to shoot on these robots instead of just being a lame ass bullet sponge. These arcs feel more alive, and if you didn't know, the reason for that by now is because of the machine learning that they're using. These enemies are learning how to fight against you in real time, and that's just so dope. If you want to know more about that specifically, I'll link a video in the description of another creator I watched explaining this system in more detail. Embark is just pushing AI one step further to becoming the Terminator, but it's all worth it for a good game in my book. Another reason is the minimal UI. I touched on this a little bit earlier with the parts falling off the arcs, but this also applies to players as well. Instead of damage numbers or health bars, you need to now pay attention to the sounds and visuals. Or if you hear an explosion in the distance or see a bunch of arcs going towards something, that's obviously other raiders in that direction, and you can choose whether to stay clear or push them, since they're in the middle of fighting, or in some cases help them. Helping is the key word here. I played mostly solo in the server slam, and arcs can become a real issue if it's more than one or two of them. They hit very hard, even the most basic arcs, and usually at the extraction sites there's one or two of them hanging around. So because these things hit so hard, if more than one person is extracting, I had more than a couple times where someone assisted me in taking them down. Or maybe they'll just down me and not kill me all the way so I can crawl in with them and extract at the same time. And that's teamwork, baby, come on! Because of the lethality of the arcs, I feel like there will be more natural teamwork when there are bigger arcs around. Maybe when like the queen spawns or something like that. There's just no way one person is taking that down alone. But even when the natural teamwork occurs, the more dangerous part is still trusting each other afterward. Someone could try to turn on you last second. It just becomes more dangerous and more intense when extracting. The simplicity of the game is what I thoroughly enjoy the most. It's all pretty easy to learn. I mean, just look at the ammo types, light, medium, and heavy. Come on. And having a map that shows your location and locations of where valuable loot can spawn is a huge plus for me. I hate not knowing easily where I'm at on the map. Like, just give me a marker or something, please. It's just unnecessary complexity that's not fun for me personally. That's just too much realism. Back it up. Lastly, the art style. This 90s VHS tape vibe the whole game gives off just slaps. And for some reason, it feels so right with the audio. It's hard to explain. It's just how metallic everything sounds and how punchy the guns are. It gives it all a kind of old school vibe. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Or am I just talking out my ass here? There's a unique grittiness I'm hearing. I just know I'm not tripping. But anyway, back to the art style. I love the way that they have this 90s vibe that doesn't seem cartoonish. It's more of a worn down look to everything. I feel like there's a lot of instances when this time frame is brought up, it's more bright and vibrant of colors. But here, everything is more dingy to match the world it's in. But you can tell from the clothing that things used to look like this. There were these bright colors before whatever happened. Just look at the clothing. But anyways, all that just to say I'm really excited for Arc Raiders to come out, and I think that this will be the extraction shooter that gets me into the genre finally. It feels like the working man's extraction shooter. That's probably been said so many times at this point, but I'm repeating it. I look at Embark as actually caring about this game. I mean, come on, $40 for this game, and when you were playing the Server Slam, you've seen all those locked maps. So obviously there's a ton of content coming, and that's going to come in the future too. I've seen a lot of people not understanding why there's so much hype behind this game, and I feel like simply put, it's an easier extraction shooter to get into. Something you don't have to put so much time in, but still have fun enjoying it for what it is. Let me know if you're excited or if you're one of those people that don't understand the hype. I want to see your perspective at why you don't even think the game is good. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, press a like button and subscribe.
Subscribe.